Morning, brothers and sisters. This is Chuck. Chuck's Off the Grid World. I've got the e-bikes out again. We're going to take them out for a little ride today. We've got the white one, which is a 2.0, which is my wife's, Mary's bike. And then I got the black one, which is the 3.0, which is my bike. They're both fantastic little electric bikes. We love them. They're real similar, but there's some minor differences in them. If you've been watching any of my other videos, we've been actually drag racing them, you know, which is a little bit stupid, but well, you know, it's just a fun thing. I've noticed one thing, that the 3.0 has more takeoff power, and that's proven in drag races. The 2.0, with the tests we've been doing, in the manner we've been doing them, it actually has a higher top speed. But in earlier videos, I thought Lectric said that they had the same exact motor. But if I'm looking at this motor, this is the 2.0 motor, and there's the lettering and the wording on it. And then we go over here to mine, which is a 3.0 motor, and it's different. It's got different numbers on it. Mine says 48 volts, 500 watts. This one only just says 48 volts. It doesn't have the wattage. But I'm relatively sure that the 3.0's got a different motor. It's geared differently in the motor itself, because it's got more torque at lower RPMs. At the higher RPMs, it runs out of RPMs. It doesn't turn as many RPMs. Well, I think perhaps it does turn as many RPMs, but seeing that it's geared differently, it doesn't go quite as fast. It's similar to having your car in a lower gear. It'll take off faster, but it won't go as fast on top end. Now, I think that's what the difference is. Now, I'm not putting the 3.0 down, because later on, when we're doing pedal assist and it's unlocked, I'm sure it's going to be much, much faster. For one reason, this gear down here, I don't know if you can see it or not, this one right, this very first gear, I'm pretty sure they went from 14 teeth to 11 teeth. You can't really tell the differences just by looking at them, but I didn't actually count them. I'm just going by what they said on their website. But that'll give me a much easier pedal. When I'm going 20-22 miles an hour, I'll be able to keep up with the pedal instead of doing what I think they call ghost pedaling. That means when you're pedaling faster than it's actually making the bike go. It's ghost pedaling, I believe that's what they call it, but I could be incorrect on that. Another thing I've been having problems with is the audible, because of the wind. It's been cracking up. Let me show you what I'm trying to improve this. I'm not perfect on this stuff, but this is what I've done. I've put the GoPro up here, attach it into my sock. I've taped it down, because the clicking, I thought perhaps this wire was clicking against my helmet, making a clicking noise, but I don't think so. Now I actually taken a sock, a real sock, and put over my windsock, hoping that'll help the issue. I'm gonna take it out and test it today and see what happens. But another thing I'd like to say about this 3.0, these brakes are much better. They'll stop you. I don't see any reason why you'd want to have hydraulic brakes. I mean, maybe that's state of the art, the hydraulic brakes, but I don't think you need them. And then, you know, this headlight, I think I talked about this before, this headlight is much, much brighter. But the fork tubes, even though they say they're only 2 millimeters higher in travel, they've made some other improvements on these fork tubes. That 2 millimeters is only about the thickness of a quarter. You know, that's not very thick. That's not much more travel between this one and this one. But the way these fork tubes work are much greater. They just, it's like night and day. They've done other differences in this forks, in these front forks, than just the distance. There's, I don't know, maybe they changed the velocity of the fork oil, but I'm not really sure. Another improvement they really made that really helps is these little tabs right here, little rubber tabs. That's where the bike folds over and it keeps us from scratching. Mary's bike hasn't got any of those because I'm real careful about it. But the bigger improvement is in the battery itself. The battery slides in here on this model, rattles. And you hit a bump, it rattles. And I always thought it was the fenders rattling, but it's not. It's the battery inside this frame. Lectric took charge over that. They take the battery, at one point when I had the battery that I'll show you, they put these little rubber grommets on there. They stick on, and it's perfectly quiet. The battery doesn't rattle anymore. And so at some point I'll show you the battery. I'll take the battery out and I'll show you where they put them so you can put them on your 2.0 so it doesn't rattle. I haven't done that on this bike yet, but I'm definitely going to do that. Definitely makes a difference. Okay, get ready to take these things out and have a little bit more fun. Loving these things. These things are great. Thank you for watching. Hello again, this is Chuck. Chuck's Off the Grid World. Brothers and sisters, I want to have a little video on this lock. This lock is by Lectric, and it's kind of a weird little deal. Comes with the lock, the holder, an Allen wrench, a key. Well, it's actually two keys. The other key, and instructions. If you want to read these instructions, you need to stop this video, because if you watch my videos in the past, you know what I do with instructions. Throw them away. We don't need that. The instructions. Figure it out on our own. Anyway, this housing right here, let me unlock this. One-handed. Everything's one-handed. No, I'm not good at it. I've been trying to grow another hand, but it's not been working so far. Okay, this little holder right here is mounted underneath here, and it's either on the 2.0 or the 3.0. This one's on the 3.0, and it mounts up like that with these little Allen wrenches or Allen screws. Okay, and so what the idea of it is, this holds it in place so you have a place to hold it, so you always have it with you. And so I'm on a video trying to hook this up. Let me reset the camera. Okay, I hope that's a pretty good view there. We shall see. Okay, what we do is we take the two Allen screws, and the idea is to mount them back into here, which I've taken the Allen screws out. They were already in the frame of the electric bike. I'll put that lock washer. The easiest way to do it, so I found it's a little awkward, but you take and put it on your Allen wrench, and then you run it through the hole to hold it in place. Then you set it up, and then you can start turning it and get it started. Be sure you don't cross thread it. If it starts getting hard to do at all, you need to stop and try to re-evaluate the angle of the screw going in. Okay, I got that's just barely snug, and I got my other screw here, the other Allen screw, sticking on the end of the Allen wrench, which comes with the kit, and somehow you stick it through there. Okay, you have to start the top of that, have it up here because it's larger up here than it is down here, and then you just make sure it's straight and on line, and you start turning it down. Okay, I'm not sure that I got it straight yet. Work on this. Okay. A little bit awkward. The bottom one's a little harder to get started because the fender's in the way. Alright, I got started. I'm going to start turning it, and I'm going to keep turning it until it's tight or snug or something. Still going, long-winded. Still going. Still going. Alright, just felt it get snug. Now I'm going to take this end of the Allen wrench to give it a little more torque, because the handle leverage on it. Now let's tighten her down. Whoop, the bike moved a little bit. Oh, knocked the camera over. Alright, that was good. Let's try to regroup here. Sorry about that. I don't know if I got right angle here. Yeah, maybe. And a little more adjustment there. That should work. Okay. Let's take two on this. Take the Allen wrench, which now I've lost. Oh, it's still on the Allen screw. Okay. And then we're gonna put it in the top one. And then we're going to put a little more pressure on it. Fortunately, I'm having a hard time getting it. Let me turn it around this way and then get it a little tighter, snug tight this way. Yeah, there we go. Now we'll put some torque on it that way, and then we'll re-torque it with the Allen wrench in this direction here. Okay, now that's snug and tight. That should work. Now we take this lock, and what it does, you just slide it in the holder, and then take the rubber holder, and there you go. Check it out. That's pretty cool, isn't it? And I'll show you how the lock works in another video. Thank you for watching. Hello, brothers and sisters. I'm getting ready to go out for a little bit of ride here. Just want to show you what the battery looks like on here. Not the battery, but the lock. Lock's mounted on there really nice. We're just going out for a little ride. Mary's out. She didn't want to ride with me today, so there's no drag race today. She's out walking the dog, Nico. So her back's bothering her a little bit today, so she's going to pass on the ride today. Perhaps she'll ride later. I don't know. We'll see. And I'm going to put my helmet on, and we're going to take off. And I'm going to talk about some other features on this 3.0 today. It's not as windy as it has been. It's still a little bit windy. And so I'm going to try out this sock on the sock and see what happens. You know, if it doesn't work out, well, so be it. If it does work out, maybe it'll be a good idea for other people. Turn the key on, keys on. Turn the e-bike on, it's on. Put P1, pedal assist 1, and let's go. Okay, here we go. Down the alley. People in their trash. I don't understand all that, but it's the way it is. Wind blew it over, I guess. Okay, I'm in pedal assist 1. I always call it just P1. It's actually P8S1, but went down the alley. on our usual route here. A little bit of squeaking on the brakes, common, especially when they're new, and that when they break in, that goes away. Okay. This is the route I normally take. I just want to do this just to test out this new mic, see if it is any better with the sock on it. Helicopter going by, wind's kicking up. As soon as I try to video something, it seems like the wind kicks up. I don't quite understand that. But I'm in pedal assist 1, put it in 2, 3, 4, 5. That's the highest power. Now we're going 18.8 miles an hour. And I'm just coasting. Slow down for the traffic here at the light. Looks like we're okay. Hit the throttle assist. Hit the throttle and pedaling along. And we're moving right along. I'm going to go ahead and put this thing in 7th gear, 6th gear, 7th gear. Now this is, I'm just barely turning really easily. I'm going 19.3. I hope this sock helped this wind, I don't know. We shall see. I'm going 20. Easy. I have not unlocked this bike. It's still on, I guess they call it stage 2. If I unlocked it, it'd be on stage 3. It would take it from 20 miles an hour up to 28. I have not done that yet. Kind of like it on stage 2. Makes me work a little bit at the one part of it. Going along easily at 18.7 miles an hour. I hope I got the camera adjusted properly. You never know. It's just the way it is. Alright, come another busy street, slow down. Look 4 ways and go. Run the light, run the sign. Yeah, I did. Yeah, that wind is something else again. Down for the stop sign, go ahead and run it. I don't advise you do that. Don't do as I do. Never take advice from an idiot. Alright, up to another stop sign on coffee shop there. Power through the stop sign onto the trail. Oh, this is so easy. My energy bar looks like I'm down to about 2 bars. I think I'll be alright. If not, I'll have to pedal it home. This is a 6 mile, a little bit over 6 mile loop I make. Hello again, brothers and sisters. This is Chuck. Chuck's Off the Grid World, and working on the e-bike here. I was going to show you this lock and how it works, but in between there, I got back from my little ride, and I was a little over 20 miles on, so I decided to recharge it. And let me show you what I'm doing here. It's charging. It's plugged in right there. You goes to the power source, which the little red light's on, and then we'll watch this cord. Check this cord out. Okay, follow the cord, follow the cord, follow the cord, and it leads. Where's it lead to? It leads to here, which is my motorhome, which is off the grid. And so I got it hooked into my converter here. Converts 12 volts into 110 volts, 120 volts, and so it's charging off the grid. It's free electricity. Otherwise, it's just sitting out here creating energy that's not using. I thought I might as well use it. Okay, thank you for watching. All right, brothers and sisters, I'm gonna take this lock out and kind of maybe show you how this works. All right, just pull the rubber loose there, pull it straight out. May not be able to see that on the camera. Back the camera up a little bit here. Okay, hopefully you can see the rear wheel. There's the lock. Look how it just opens up. It's kind of weird. Let me get the key out of my pocket here. I got the key. Put the key in there, and it releases the lock. It releases the lock. Okay, let me figure this out. What am I doing wrong here? Well, I think maybe I unlock it. Wow, I had it unlocked a minute ago. What am I doing wrong? Oh, I see. Okay, this part right here just pulled straight out. You see that? Okay, now it's pulled straight out and it's real long. Now I can put it through here. I'll put it through here, and then you take and you put it back through this hole here and this hole here, and it's locked. Okay, you don't have to use a key. So isn't that cool? But you know, in reality, what you should do is you find a pole or something to lock it to, but this would keep you from somebody from just walking away from it, or pushing it away, I should say. But I guess maybe it wasn't locked. Let me see here. Okay, maybe I had to take the key and put it back in there. All right, I'm still learning this. Now it's locked. All right, well, thank you for watching.